Yo, what's up guys? All right, so today's video is going to be about one cheap way, a part you can buy for under $5 that could really help reduce your chance of blowing up your amp, that I see a lot of people not even doing, but it's only like $5 to buy the part. So it's this guy right here. Little temperature controlled switch. Actually, you can get them for less than $5. The part number is KSD301. You can get them on Amazon, and you get them at different temperature ratings. They're rated in Celsius. So some of the commercial and amateur radio amplifiers come with set to 65 degrees, which is about 150 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's what I recommend, is something like that. You mount it to the heat sink and it'll just completely shut off. Let's say you wire it to where it'll completely shut off the amp if it exceeds that temperature. And talk about insurance, you know, we're talking a couple dollars for an extra insurance to reduce your chance of blowing up the amp. So I think that's a thing that a lot of amp builders and a lot of people in the aren't even taking into consideration to do. It's such a cheap and easy mod, and it protects yourself from overheating the amplifier. And so anyway, that's my suggestion. And also there's another idea for these. Say you get a lower temperature, instead of 65°C, you get like 35°C, which is about 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Where I like to use these guys for is the fans. So one thing I can't stand is having the fans running in the background, all running and racing and loud, or on, and you're just listening to the radio, but you don't want to turn off your amp in case you do want to key up, right? So I suggest running that in between the fans, so the fans are running all the time. So what you could do is have them off, and then when you key up, maybe one or two key ups, then all of a sudden, you know, you're at 85 degrees pretty quickly. And if it's a hot day and it's over 85 degrees, then the fan just turns on anyways. It's the same thing. So I think for a couple dollars, put one in for the fans as well would be really cool, especially for a base station, because then you're not having those fans run for no reason, just racing and running. You might be listening for an hour and never key up once, and you have to deal with those fans running. Even if they're kind of quiet, it's still a waste of energy, I mean, to have them on. So another idea is to have like two stages. Let's say you have 4 fans on your amp. Have one fan turn on at 85 degrees and have another one turn on at, like, say 40 degrees Celsius, which is like 94 degrees Fahrenheit. And then the remaining 3 or whatever can, you know, turn on also later, or maybe 104 degrees or whatever, 100, and, you know, the next Celsius up, you know, they come in like 35, 40, 45 degrees, 50. Anyway, they're KSD 301s. You want the normally open ones. They're normally open until it gets to the temperature, then it closes and connects the circuit. So that's what you want. I'll put a link in the description box below for them on Amazon. So anyway, I think that's like a no-brainer. You should always do that to all your amps. I got one on my amp here. It's on right now. I've just been listening, no fans running, and then I forget the temperature I have mine at set to, but it's I think it's at 40°C, and they turn on and then they turn off when it cools down. It kind of tells me a little bit how hot the amp is running too, because you could when the fans turn off, you know it's cooled down quite a bit. But then also, like I said, the 65°C is to kill the amp entirely. So when it gets really hot, like above 150, you don't want it that hot. So you want to have that as your emergency, say, shut off, so you won't burn up your amp. So anyway, that's my video for today. Catch you guys later.